everybody, welcome. Thanks for joining us today. Notice it's a threesome today, and I'm so excited to have Amanda and Maddie here with me. And we are really excited to show you what we've been working on and hopefully inspire you to work on some emojis yourself. So let's get started, and I'm going to have Madison tell a little bit about the pillow that she made and why, and then she's going to go in more detail about her pillow. Amanda's going to just quickly describe what she does, and Amanda and I are going to take a couple other weeks to show you what's going on. First of all, let's welcome everybody. Roxanne, man, you were stellar. You were here online, ready to go, right? And in the afternoon, and so welcome and thank you. And then Catherine, she's all the way from Massachusetts. Thank you for joining us. And Grant, awesome to see you. And so let's jump in and show you and tell you a little bit about our emojis. Okay, yeah. Amanda.
Okay.
Sorry, Madison, sorry.
You're good. Okay, awesome. So I made a little throw pillow. This is probably my favorite project I've ever created at Grace, and I think this is so fun. And it's a perfect little gift for Valentine's Day if you're thinking of that. So I decided to do the kissy face because it's my favorite emoji, and I send it at least 10 to 12 times a day. So
if you haven't guessed, she's got a cute little boy.
We don't need to talk about that on here. But yes, it's so fun and it's perfect, and it's so soft and I love it. It's my favorite thing. So I will go more in detail later in this episode of how I created it.
Okay, Amanda.
Okay, and then I did my version, circle pillow using the minky fabric, and Karla showed me a great tip on using that, and so I will show you next week that tip along with how to use the couching foot.
Yeah, we've used a lot of couching feet in our day, and Karla loves it, and so she's going to show you a couple different ways, and I even have one more in store for you. Mine will be the third week, but I'll be back here with Amanda, and we'll be guiding you to make her little emojis, and then these are mine. So this one here is the little laugh cry emoji. It's kind of fun, and this is all couching. I just filled it in, had such a great time. Man, I went to town, and it really is fun because it hides all the mistakes that you would make. So that was a lot of fun. I made that a square pillow. And then this one here is for my daughter. The rolling of the eyes emoji. Man, I get this one several times a day. And it's like, Mom. So this was really fun. And I didn't use the couching foot so much, but I'm really excited to show you how I came up with it. My plan to map out the face. And please join us this month and show your emojis and what you're feeling, and take some time and just make them for your loved ones because they're such a fun interaction, and they don't take that much time at all. You could do 2 or 3 in no time. So we're gonna leave Madison here and let her tell you how she designed and made her emoji pillow. And then Amanda and I will see you next week back here for Tuesdays with Grace. Thank you again, everybody. And Amanda and I will leave you. Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
They have to
and
keep
we
me on
did
track.
put some instructions on the Tuesdays with Grace page. So you can look at today's video, and right underneath that video, you'll find the instructions on one way to make it. But we want you to come up with your own ways as well, whether you use the couching foot or applique or however you can think to come up with it.
So go to graceframe.com, find the events, scroll down, find Tuesdays with Grace, and you'll see cute Madison with her emoji pillow. And then you'll watch live and you'll see the full schedule. You can see what's coming up. And then in that, after you click on that, you'll find the emoji pillows. And each of us have our own way of doing it, and so we'll give you tips and tricks and techniques that we have used to make it a little easier for us. But man, there's some little templates that you could use, some ideas, and so just have a lot of fun. And then make sure that you use the hashtag and join us on Facebook or Twitter, and use that hashtag TWDFEB for February to ask the questions. Is that the one with the questions?
So that's just to show your progress.
Okay.
So this is for the emoji pillows, just to show your progress for that. We'll fix that little thing down there.
All right, and then To ask the questions, it's TWGQA. All right, to make sure that you ask us questions, or if you want to know something, go, please. And if you don't feel comfortable using that, you always email Karla. Karla with a K, Karla at graceroom.com. So let's turn the time over to Madison, and Amanda and I will see you next week. Take care, everybody.
See you guys.
Awesome. Okay, I'm so excited to show you guys this. So in preparation for this, I actually went through YouTube and I went on a bunch of different websites and I tried to figure out the best way to do this and the best way to do a circle and quilting it. So it's super exciting and I found a couple. So I'm gonna show you the way that I found that I liked. So first, let me grab all my supplies. It's like my secret little cupboard down here. Okay, so I have my own downloadable. The one that's up there that was just shown, that's Amanda's. And I'm gonna post mine. Mine's gonna look like this. It has all the materials and it's specifically for the kissy face pillow. So let's hop right in. Perfect. Okay, so first things first, make sure that you have our 360 circle cutter. It is the best tool for making circles. They're perfect every single time and I absolutely love it. And it's so easy to use. It works for everyone. It's such a great tool. So what we're gonna do, the way that I made this is a 12-inch circle. So for any size circle, we're gonna cut out our circle however we want the size and add a 1/2 inch for it. So this is a 12.5-inch circle. And then we're gonna take the background fabric and we're gonna cut the circle out of it, but we're gonna cut it a 1/2 inch shorter than whatever this is. So for this, I did a 12-inch circle. So just remember for any size circle to do a 1/2 inch larger for this and then whatever you want the size to be on your background. Okay, so first thing, what we're gonna do is we're gonna make sure that we have the creases on the sides and on the top. So we're gonna fold over our back piece and we're just gonna finger press it down so we can see it. That's why I like having my nails done, so it's easier to finger press. So we're gonna finger press on both sides and then when we unfold, we'll be able to see that we have these indents. And I've already done this, so you can probably see it's black fabric, so it's not the best, but then we're gonna fold it vertically and we're gonna do the same thing on the top. This way we are able to know our top sides and our sides. And then we're gonna do the same thing for the circle. So we're gonna fold it in half. I'm gonna finger press it down. And we're gonna unfold and then we're gonna fold it in half the other way. So make sure every time you fold in half, both vertically and horizontally. Okay, so now that we see we have our circle and our black side and we are ready to start pinning. For this, make sure that you pin the right sides together because that way when you unfold it, you won't have any seams. So we're gonna take it, we're gonna flip it, and we're gonna flip the back side for our circle, and we're gonna take from our seam press for the top on our back with our black fabric and the top seam on our circle, and we're gonna line those up and we're gonna pin. So now you can see it sort of stands up on its own a little bit. So then we're gonna do for the bottom side, we're gonna do the exact same thing. Make sure our right sides are together. Take it and we're gonna pin. Do the same for the other sides. Line up those seams we pressed. You can also press with an iron. I just find that it takes more time and finger pressing works the same way. Awesome. So while I'm doing this, everyone put in the comments what your favorite emoji is and what you would like to do, because I think it would be so fun to see all of that. Okay, last one. Gonna pin. Okay. So just to check that I made all the right sides together, if I hold it up and I can flip it over, all the corners of my black end up going towards the center. That's how I know that I pinned it the right way. And nothing's like folding or making any weird creases. So I'm gonna fold it back over. Now this part can be a little tricky, but promise you I have it in my instructions too when you, if you wanna print those out. And you can always refer back to this video or send questions to us through Facebook, Instagram, and if you wanna email Karla too. So super awesome. I love it. Mine with the heart eyes, that's so fun. That's a cute one. I wanted to do that one too. I might have to do that one later. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our opposite corners, so our top left corner and our bottom right corner, and we're gonna match them up. So I'm gonna fold it over, I'm gonna match it up, and this is gonna make this seam right down the middle. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fold, I'm gonna press this seam together and this seam down, and then I'm gonna do the same with the circle. So I'm gonna make sure that it's in the center and we're pressing right through it. And we're gonna finger press all the way through. And I'm gonna unfold. And you can see we have a little bit of a line here and our black parts here. We're gonna do the same on the opposite side. So now we're gonna take our top right and our bottom left. We're gonna fold this over. And we're gonna make our seam. Finger press it down. It's super easy. It's such a fun project and it goes by so fast. And the best part is I've probably made 3 of these, and each time I've tried a new technique. And so it's super easy to just try and figure out which one's right for you. Because if you do this big king quilt and you go through it, sometimes you don't like it in the end and you just spent all this time on it. For these, they're super easy, super simple, super fast. Okay, so now I have my diagonal lines and I'm gonna pin. So I'm gonna take the right sides together and I'm gonna line up the seam here and the seam here. And we're gonna pin. Perfect. I hope you guys love this idea. I think it's so cute. Karla, when she brought it to me, I thought it was gonna be the funnest thing ever, and it truly has been. It's been such an exciting time to try new things, and really, as I said before, it is my favorite project that I've done at Grace. And I've done a lot, as you probably know, if you've seen me on other videos. Okay. So here we go, and then this is gonna make your perfect circle. And when I fold it over, we can tell that all of the black folds into the middle. Perfect, easy. So now we're gonna go to the sewing machine. I'm not gonna do that on here just because of time's sake, but you're just gonna go through your sewing machine, fold over, and just make sure you line up all the lines. So as you start, make sure you backstitch, go through, go all the way around, and at the end, when you unfold, you'll have a perfect little circle in your square. Some tips for this: make your black or your background fabric a lot larger. I made it smaller so it's easier to see for you guys, but originally mine was probably the size of this whole table. Just so that I knew if I had any mess ups or anything like that while quilting, that I could just cut it off real quick. Okay. So now after it's sewn, after you've taken it, you are able to take it to your quilting machine and your quilting frame. So take it to your quilting frame, and I'm not gonna show it on here, but go to your quilting frame, put it down, get your backing and batting, and put everything down, tack it down, and go ahead and quilt. The way that I quilted mine is I did stippling throughout the whole thing, and so I did black thread for the black, and then I did yellow thread for inside for the yellow. It's super fun, and it was super easy. It didn't take any time at all. So once it's tacked down on your quilting machine, on this pattern that I have, that I've showed you guys, I have our templates for the kissy face, and I've already cut them out, so they'll come on a sheet of paper. And so here's one of them. There's gonna be 4 for each side of the circle. And what you're gonna do is it's gonna come and it's gonna have the black pieces already in, and you're just gonna cut those out. So cut them out, and you'll be able to see through the sides, and you're just gonna line it up. So for this one, this is the top left side. So I'm gonna line it up and I'm gonna take this and I'm just gonna pin it. And this is this side. This is so that I can get the proportions for the face right when I use my couching foot. And you can do this for really any emoji if you just blow it up on a computer and then print it out. It works perfectly if you want to do it the way that I'm doing it. Amanda and Karla are going to show you their ways of how they did it and how they use the couching foot and to give it different proportions. Here's this. Okay, hurry and pin that one down. Okay, so now that it's all pinned down, and like I said, it's gonna be on your quilting frame, take a Sharpie or take a marker or whatever you want. If you're using the couching foot, it hides it. If you're not gonna use the couching foot and you're gonna use thread or anything like that, I suggest a pencil or a marking tool just so that it doesn't show through all the way. So I'm gonna take my marker, I'm gonna make sure it's flat, and I'm just gonna mark. I'm just gonna line up and go through the whole thing. Ooh. Awesome. And it's not supposed to be perfect because you'll go over it with the couching foot and it will make it fluffy and make it turn just right. I just do this so I know exactly where I need to go over it with the couching foot. Here's that one. Awesome. And then for the heart. Since the heart is also on the black fabric, you can grab another Sharpie that's gonna show up more. Mine, I can still see it a little bit, so it will work out perfect. So I go all the way around. Awesome. And then I can just unpin and take the paper off. So I know I'm not the best at drawing, but as you can see, you can tell it's still a kissy face. So when I'm on and I'm quilting, after I've already done all my stippling and everything like that, I'm gonna take my couching foot, grab my yarn, and go over all the lines and just fill it in. And that's all you have to do. It's a super easy, super basic thing that everyone can do, and it truly turns out to be the cutest things. With me working on my kissy face and seeing Amanda's and seeing Karla's, it actually has turned out so cute, and you can do so many emojis with it. You can also do it with any type of quilting. And this is the first time I've ever done couching, and it was easy. I thought it was gonna be a little bit more difficult, but going through it, it turned out to be so cute, so fun. And as you can see, it's super fluffy, and it turns out great every single time. I'm so excited to see what you guys do. And that's basically it for my section. I hope to see that you guys try this out because it really is so fun. And you guys are so supportive. It's so fun being on here and showing projects and you guys being like, good job, this looks great. I love it. It gives me confidence, and I hope we can do the same for you guys as you go through and you try different quilting techniques and you try different piecing. I hope we can be that support for you. So make sure you join back next Tuesday on Valentine's Day and be able to be ready for Amanda's, because she has so many good ideas and she is going to show you guys another way to do the emoji pillow. Have so much fun. Have a great February and see you next time.